Mathematics made easy, no more fear. Target online class, we got you. Wherever you want it from, we got what you need. Target online class.
Good day, viewers all over the world. You are welcome to Toydel online class. Today we want to look at further examples on equation of a circle. Let's take this first example, example 1. It says that the ends of a diameter of a circle are -2, 3, then 4, 7. So the question now says that we should find the coordinates of the center of the circle and the length of the radius. Then the third question, we have to find the equation of the circle. So in this case now, in the formula to find the equation of a circle, we have it to be x squared, x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared is equal to r squared. This is the equation to find equation of a circle. But in this case now, where a and b are the center of that circle. So if you are given the center and the radius, just substitute, you get the equation of the circle. But in this case now, we are given the coordinate of the diameter. And of course, we know that diameter is a line that passes through the center of a circle and divides the circle into 2 equal halves. Then the radius is diameter divided by 2. So how do we get the coordinate of this diameter? We are going to use the knowledge of the midpoint of a line. Of course, diameter is a line. The midpoint of a line by formula is given as x1. Is given as x1 plus x2 divided by 2, then y1 plus y2 divided by 2. That is the formula. You can check my video on how to find the midpoint of a line. So if you apply that, then we will be able to find the center, which is A. A represents the x-axis, YB represents the y-axis. So if we do that, -2 is x1, then 4 is x2, 3 is y1, then 7 is x2. So if you apply that, the knowledge of midpoint of a line, if you apply that, then if you apply that here, you are going to get the coordinate of A and B, which is the center of the circle, as -1 and 5. Then we go to the second question, where we are asked to find the length of the radius. How do we find the length of the radius? The length of the radius, this is either of this side. So if you want to find the length of the radius, you just pick, you either consider this coordinate, this first coordinate to this point, or this center to this other point. So if you want to find the length of the radius, just as we have discussed in the previous class, how to find we know how to find. We have a formula to find the length, distance between 2 points. This is 1 point, this is another point. This is 1 point, this is another point. So we apply the formula to find the distance between 2 points. And this is the formula to find the distance between 2 points. Because the length of this radius is the distance between this center and this point, or distance between this point center and this other point. So we apply the formula to find the distance between 2 points. So if you don't know how to do that, you can check my video on how to find the distance between the 2 points. So we apply that formula. So I decide to pick this center. I decide to pick this center and this point. You might decide to do it. You might decide to pick this center and this other side. We are still going to get the same answer. So if you substitute the value of x1 and s1, y1, x2, y2, you are going to get the radius to be equal to square root of 13. And of course, it will be square root of 13 units. So we have been able to find the coordinate of the center, a, b. Then we have also found the length of the radius, which is r, as we have it on the board. So we can go ahead and solve and find the third question, the equation of the circle. So the equation of the circle by formula is given as this. This is the formula to find the equation of the circle. Then where a and b are the center, r is the radius. So just substitute the value. If you substitute the value at the end of the day, we are able to get the equation of the circle to be x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 10y plus 12. That's the equation of the circle. Then there are some points that we need to understand about the equation of the circle. That comes up on where we have this note. The first thing is that in the equation of the circle is a second degree equation in x and y. That is, how do you recognize the equation of the circle? It must be second degree in x. That is x squared and y squared. The second condition to recognize the equation of the circle is that the equation of the circle has coefficients of x squared and y squared in term, as the coefficient of x squared and y squared in x and y. That's the second condition. Then the third condition is that The equation of a circle has no s dot y terms. That is, we cannot get the multiplication of s and y in the equation of a circle. So we should note that these are the three conditions that we consider whenever we want to find the equation of a circle. Please, let's take note of that. So for you to be able to call an equation, the equation of a circle, we must be able to do that. So we should know that. So the first condition is that it's a second degree equation in x and y. That's the first condition. The second condition is that it has a coefficient of x squared and y squared being equal. There's a mistake here. It has a coefficient of x squared and y squared being equal. Being equal. So please, let's note that is in this case now, this is the highest degree of x is 2. The highest degree of y is 2. Then the coefficient of x squared here is 1. The coefficient of y squared here is also 1. That's the second condition that we must note. Then the third condition is that in this equation, we must not get something like s multiplied by y. It does not contain the product of x and y. So if you are given an equation of a circle, that's how to identify the equation of a circle. So we take another example. Let's take another example. No, look at this question now. In this question now, we are given the radius, we are given the center of that circle, and we are given the radius. We were able to find the equation of a circle. What if we are given the equation of a circle and we are required to find the radius, the center of that circle and the radius? How do we approach that? That will lead us to the second example. The second example that we'll consider. That will take us to the second example. Let's see another example where we are given the equation of a circle and we are required. All right, so let's check this second example. In this second example, we are given, in this question now, we have to find the center and radius of a circle whose equation is given as this. So in this case now, we are given the equation of a circle. We are required to find the center and the radius. How do we do that? This is what we do. We bring we bring x terms together and y terms together. Then we transfer the constant to the other side, to the right-hand side, as we have it on the board. Then at this point, so how do we express this? How do we express this too? This is what we do. We are going to apply the knowledge of the knowledge of completing the square here. How to make the knowledge of completing the square here. This is what we do. We consider the coefficient of minus 6. Coefficient of x, which is minus 6. So minus 6 divided by 2 all squared. Minus 6 divided by 2 is minus 3. Minus 3 squared is equal to 9. Then this is what we do. We now add plus 9 to what we are given. This is what we do. We add plus 9 to what we have here. So if you now take, because the result, when you divide minus 6 divided by 2, we got minus 3. So if you now pick x and minus 3, if you combine it together, by the time you expand this, you are going to get this. Then not only that, we come to this second one also, where we have 14. The coefficient of y is 14. We say 14 divided by 2, all squared. 14 divided by 2 will give us 7. 7 squared is equal to 49. So that is why we have y squared plus 14y plus 49 here. So if you now factorize this, if you factorize what you have there, you are going to get this. If you expand this, we go back to what we are given. Because we have added plus 9 and 49 here, we have to do it to the right-hand side for balancing. Whatever you do to the left, we do to the right. Then minus 49, we take care of minus 49. We are left with 9. Then in this case now, this looks like an equation of a circle. But we need to rewrite it. Of course, equation of a circle is, the normal equation of a circle is given as x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared is equal to r squared. So it is minus that we have there. So in this case now, we are on the safer side. But where we have this minus plus, we have to rewrite this. Because minus times minus will give us plus. So I have to express it in this form. So that the value of a can come out. A in this order. A is equal to minus 3. A it will be 3 because minus is the center. Then in this case now, b will also be minus 7, not plus 7. It will be minus 7. Then r is just the value that we have that is squared. So we are able to get the center of this circle as 3, minus 7. Then the radius as 3. And that is what we are required to find. So if you are given the equation of circle and you are required to find the center and the radius, just try and write coefficient of x together, y together. You transfer this. You transfer the constant to the other side. Then express it in this form. Check for the coefficient of x and y divided by 2 and square the result. You add it to both sides of the equation. At the end of the day, we'll be able to express it. It becomes a quadratic it becomes a quadratic expression. So you'll be able to expand this. Then that is how to rewrite it in form of equation of circle. Then you'll be able to bring out the center and the radius as we have done here. So I've lost to stop here because of our time. If you have further question on equation of circle, you can just write at the comment section. I promise to provide solution. Thank you and God bless you all.
This one is denoted as n, as we have it on the bottom.